Hello, my name is Devin Ceperley, and I have the distinct privilege of serving as the principal here at James Lewis Elementary. James Lewis is a building of about 500 students, early childhood through 5th grade. So in addition to all the great things that our district does for students K-5, we actually also have a early childhood program here. In addition to that, we have a transitional kindergarten program, and we have a class program. It stands for communication, language, adaptive, and social skills. And just extremely proud here at James Lewis to have all three of those programs. Also very proud to be sitting here in front of our Super Cat wall. This is in our newly expanded entryway. I know Dr. Jerome's going to talk a little bit about some of the improvements to our building through the 2021 bond issue, but very excited to be sitting here. And I know that as I think back over the history of our school, we've gone through a couple of big renovations, and that happens whenever building's been around for a while. In fact, 1973 is when James Lewis opened, so we will be celebrating our 50th anniversary this coming fall. So we're very excited about that. So at this time, I'm going to hand it over to Dr. Jerome.
Thank you, Devin, and I appreciate you hosting here today. We've got some construction work going on outside, so we had to put that to a halt real quick so we can have this visit. So we are also joined here today by our Vice President of the Board of Education, Jeff Siems, and Board Member April Agate. And Devin touched on it just a second ago. Building opened in 1973. I was a student here, not in 1973, but a kindergarten through 6th grade prior to making that transition to the middle school concept. I could still remember all the teachers that had an impact on me when I was a student here, and extremely fond memories, and they helped shape me, provided that great foundation, and really planted the seed for me to want to pursue a career in education. I think back to especially my 5th and 6th grade years, and those teachers really started to, just get me to start thinking about, hey, this could be a potential career path for you. And so thankful for their impact. Devin mentioned the new entryway that we're sitting in and the 21 bond and what that provided us. Brand new entryway, new office space, additional meeting rooms, 6 additional classrooms to accommodate for the growth here at James Lewis. Just tremendous improvements, and something that's hopeful that we're able to do in other elementary schools across the district with continued support from our community. So looking forward to that in the future. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to our Vice President, Jeff Siems.
Thank you, Dr. Jerome. Monday at our board meeting, we discussed a recap of the 2023 legislative session out in Jeff City. There was many bills being discussed that could negatively impact public education and the Blue Springs School District. Luckily, through that session, none of those bills came to fruition, and we were able to protect the quality education that we have here in Blue Springs. I want to thank our community and everybody involved for their advocating for supporting Blue Springs and against these bills that have been discussed. So again, thank you to our community for all the support we've gotten in Jeff City.
I wanted to talk about who we highlighted at our last board meeting. It was Sandy Vestal, and she is a food service employee, and she works at Daniel Young. And I thought it was interesting. She kind of shared her story. She initially had thought that she was going to be a teacher. So she got her elementary education degree. She substitute taught for a while. She then started a family and decided it would be best, to stay at home with her kids. And then I know she had wanted to make a difference even more. And so she wanted to get back into schools. And she had a friend that actually worked in food service. And so she thought that might be a good fit for her. And so she gave that a try. And apparently it was amazing for her because she does a great job. The other staff that works with her talked about how she just makes everyone that she talks to feel like they are the most important person in the room. And I thought that was really cool. She notices even when, she makes connections with kids, and she notices when they have loose teeth or new shoes and things like that. And I just thought, it's really neat that some of us get to work in the classroom and be teachers and make a difference that way. But there are also people like her that can make a huge impact. Even though they don't get to see the students all day long, they only see them periodically, but she still makes a big difference.
That's a great point, April. So many people provide, a tremendous experience for our kids in the district each and every day. And food service is a critical part of that. The thousands and thousands of meals that they serve on a day-to-day basis, and the relationships that they develop and the impact that makes on those kids moving forward. And Jeff, you touched on the legislative session, the support from our parents that we received. The PTAs were a critical part in that. They rallied together, even went down to testify in Jeff City for us. Meg Young, our PTA council president, went down, took time out of her day to travel down to Jeff City and advocate for public education. And we need that now more than ever. So we're so thankful and appreciative of our parents and their support in that. We are in full swing in summer school right now. We have over 3,500 kids enrolled in summer school in our programs. We're getting those additional enrichment opportunities, partnerships with the zoo, field trips to the zoo. The Zoo Mobile comes and visits our kids at summer school. We have Kona Ice that comes out. That's always a big hit for our kids. They love Kona Ice when they come to visit. So just some great things happening in summer school throughout the month of June before we gear up for another school year this coming fall. I want to wish all of you a very safe and wonderful summer. You got 4th of July coming up, so be safe, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.